So, good evening. Welcome into the company. We are late, no fault of ours, but we are here. And hope everybody having a good day. We're going to be joined by Rich momentarily, and going to have a special guest. DJ T Mo is going to come in as well and share some thoughts on some things that we're going to talk about. Hope everybody's having an amazing week, a good day. St. Patrick's Day is this weekend, and I'm pretty sure y'all are getting ready to celebrate Irish heritage. I guess is what St. Patrick's Day is for. I'm not really sure. Um,
I mean, a lot of people.
yeah, so I don't know the point and the purpose, but hey, drinking green beer. So that's what we're going to be doing this weekend.
Hell,
What you said? Ill.
nah, I don't like beer. I don't like things a lot of different colors.
Huh.
If it's free, I love it.
Yeah, free shit is delicious. But like I said, we're going to be joined by our compatriots momentarily. We're just waiting on them to click the link to come on in, and we can get. But we are going to get started. I know that a lot of you are bummed, and I know you guys had your hopes up when March started that you were going to have a bracket that nobody else could touch. But seems like you guys are getting busted. How your brackets looking, guys?
As of shit, I was in third place as of
Oh, you word? The
on
best I
this.
can
I
say,
was
my final four is still there. That's all I can say.
same here.
Hmm.
No, I'm in
Are you
six
guys
now.
sharing who your final four is, or you're not saying?
No, I can say it because people in our group can see it. So my
Yeah.
final
Oh,
four is shit. What is it?
yeah. I gotta look mine up too. What we got? Okay. Go ahead,
Go
Izzy. You
ahead,
got
Nick.
yours? Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've I've got Bama, Marquette, Texas, and UCLA.
Okay.
Okay, mine is Bama, Marquette, Houston, and UCLA.
Okay.
And I got Houston winning the national title over Bama.
Okay, I got
Hmm.
Bama over UCLA.
Okay,
Hmm. Okay. I didn't do a bracket.
you could have, but you
I
didn't
could
want
have.
to.
I should have, but I'm a lazy son bitch, and I
We
didn't do
know,
it.
colored
But
people, huh?
is
Yeah.
anything so far shocking to y'all that's happened, or is y'all just kind of going run of the
Not
mill right now?
really, but I don't know who's all watching. But some of these people, some of these team. Well, I can't say some of these teams. It's just proving right now basketball is in a place where I thought it was. The lack of fundamentals and like basketball IQ is showing because these mid majors, aka these smaller schools who don't have nearly the amount of talent, are beating teams at a more frequent, beating really good teams at a frequent rate now.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah. Um,
kind of
it-
proven a point that we've thought for about the past 5 to 6 years.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the upset is not
That
surprising at
upset,
all.
yeah.
It's not an
Hmm.
upset. I mean, you already had what Virginia off the rip; they're gone. Then there was a two seed that lost today too. I can't remember who it
Arizona.
was. Thank you. All right. So
Arizona. So that means they were probably like a top 10 team because I don't even remember. Like is
Hmm.
gone to a team that wasn't ranked, just won their conference championship, which means they Princeton won the Ivy League conference championship and already to the next round.
I mean, it's called madness for a reason. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's one and done. You these weird times of day you're playing basketball. How often would you say that the best team has won the tournament, or even like a top four team has won? It's
Only like maybe last year Kansas won, right? Was that last year or year
yeah,
before
I think
last?
so.
It's blending. That would have been like the only year like I thought that was the first time in a while, like to me, the probably the better team won. Other than that, it hasn't been that way.
It doesn't happen usually.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I've been following it, there's only been one time where it's been all one seeds make it to the finals. That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't happen.
Kansas actually might have been the year before last. Because what year Gonzaga was in? Oh no, Gonzaga didn't make it. They were in the Final Four. They didn't make it to the championship. That's right. It was last year.
Okay.
And I watched Kansas go out by the Sweet 16 this year.
Yeah, I don't have them that far either, brother. Don't
I
feel
don't trust
bad.
them. Oh yeah, I don't.
Can't trust it. Sorry,
I don't know what that was about.
little PE in there.
Little
Public
PE.
There
enemy.
you go.
So is nobody really paying that much attention to the women's division right now, or is it just like USC is going to take it and nobody's really?
They haven't started yet, but
Are you guys?
I mean, I hope they just take it.
whoa.
Whoa. God.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
I gotta do it.
So it's pretty much a done deal, though, right? The Gamecocks pretty much got this thing in the bag.
I'm not going to
they're
say
not
going
gonna.
jinxing.
I'm not saying that.
happens
It's
for
still
my
madness.
So
It's
you
still
are
madness.
So there's a little bit of what's the word? Superstition in that you don't like to call it out. Just it's kind of like the break a leg thing.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And again, the best team does not always win. You get the right team that gets hot the right time. So
it really only takes one game. They're out. And
pretty much. There ain't no best of 3, but best of 5, and just one done. So
yeah. Okay.
Now, if I was a bet man,
continuously.
I'd put more money on them on the game, but
you're not a betting man, though.
I'm not.
Okay. I see Mobile's watching when Mobile is supposed to be in here. Like I'm not really understanding.
Really, Mobile?
I'm not really understanding what's going on right now.
Mobile was our sub-in for Sosa.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in here.
It's like you tell somebody how to get to the party and they come through the front door instead of the back where they're supposed to
hell.
help set up. But I'm pretty sure he'll pop in a second. So I mean that's pretty much what's going on. There's very little productivity going on at offices and other job areas or anywhere that you can work where there's a television. You're not really being too productive at work right now, and it's just going to get worse as the weeks go through because it gets more intense. Yeah, but this is one of those situations where you can have like the greatest 5 teams and somebody like Benedict comes and takes it all.
Seriously, they can't get to that tournament. They're in like, are they in it? No,
it was a joke.
Okay. They're in a different division. So
I know that.
And I think they mimight be. Are they NAIA or they're another division?
I think they're
NAIA.
Yeah, I can't say it. I have a speech impediment.
Not an impediment.
Yeah. But so that's what's going on with that, man. There's a lot of basketball going on, a lot of sports shit going on. So we're still worried about Ja. What's going to happen to him? How many games did they suspend him for? 8?
8 games unpaid.
8 games.
That he ain't hurting.
No, first of all, no, at all. 8 games is not going to hurt a man that gets paid. What was it? How much is his contract? Was it $120 million or something stupid?
I cannot remember off the top of my head.
You remember what Ja's contract was, Nick?
It's supposed to be around 250. It was what he's supposed to be getting next year.
Okay,
I think.
And then he got Nike money, but his Coca-Cola, aka Powerade, money's on pause for now.
Yeah, they cut him for that. Yeah,
they didn't cut him.
I thought
they didn't cut him. They just suspended the advertising for now.
They first made it seem like he got cut, but
I read further and they just suspended it for now because the stuff didn't really come out anyway. So the commercial.
Well, then they released the video of him in the strip club. It looked like he was in there by himself with like one stripper. It was like money all over the place.
Oh yeah, that was like this weekend. Like, how did y'all feel about that? I'll say
strip club will not be getting that much business from athletes. I think.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, they should. Y'all recording us now? Okay,
because they record for purposes. But why did y'all release that info to a media outlet?
Exactly. Let's be real.
I mean, you ain't gonna get the most honest people owning strip clubs anyway. But go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
But I mean, how many Denver Broncos and Denver Nuggets are there on
Colorado
a daily basis?
Rockies.
That too.
Colorado Avalanche.
Avalanche. Thank you.
Yeah.
FC Colorado. I'm kidding. I don't even know if that exists.
No. But I mean,
but yeah, it was the hot ticket at the moment. Somebody made a phone call and they cashed in the video.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Now I've never spent that kind of money in a strip club, but we've all been in that position. I don't understand why that need to be put out because virtually every man has done what he was doing at that moment in time. So I don't understand what it was to for that media outlet to try to smear him because I'm like, okay, this doesn't change the narrative, and it didn't. And I'm like,
No,
good try. That didn't change anything.
Yeah, nobody cared. Okay, the man's in a
a
strip
person in
club.
a strip club.
So have 2/3 of
Okay.
the men on this planet.
Thank
in
you.
the
Have been in the
clubs
strip
right now.
clubs, and those are just the ones that admit it. The other ones,
Mhm.
it's like, y'all lame for not saying you didn't go.
exactly.
Exactly. Y'all acting like he was doing coke or something like that. No, he was just
Yeah,
in the
this
strip
man was
club
like
getting a
this.
dance.
Thank you. Every man, I'm
Yeah.
assuming every man right now in this chat has done it.
But now that
what happened, Nick?
I didn't say anything, man.
Yep. But now now that people know that particular strip club is doing grimy shit like that, they're gonna lose money.
Seriously.
They're gonna lose
They
money.
should. That's gonna
Yeah,
get
I mean,
around.
It's like it's a private public moment, you know. You in the public, you're around people, but that's still a private moment,
Right.
if there's a such thing.
And like I
So-
said, who's he hurting? No,
He's not
you know,
hurting
he just
anybody. He is
Hey, but I'll say one
financing
thing,
that
though.
girl's way through college or hair school.
that's what I was about to say. He paid her tuition. That's all he did. He paid her.
Right.
Views as expressed by Nick and Izzo are not necessarily the views of the company.
I mean,
Please don't write us. We ain't got no email.
I mean, if Peach just want to be a statistician and she going to school to be a statistician,
Hey, she's got to know how to do a math and count.
you know,
God,
hey, baby can count.
Jesus.
Baby can count. And now
Oh,
you see
God.
why T-Pain said he fell in love with a stripper. She had a life together.
This ain't getting no better. I mean, it's just,
talking about making it
Digging the
rain.
hole.
I mean, it was snow.
Yeah.
It
What
was
if she
nobody
want to be a
there.
meteorologist?
Exactly.
Brian over us already. You're like, Rich, come save us.
please, Rich, where you at? Now I gotta I put chocolate giddy up on y'all right now. Oh man. But this is just something, and I think what it is just people trying to fan the flame to keep this man down, because of course what he did was stupid. We all know that, and we've all said it, but he's paying the price for what
which
he
thing?
did. Holding the gun, the whole gun.
I know,
thing.
just being stupid.
Yeah. But he's paying the price for it. He's been suspended. He's not getting paid for 8 games. We know it's not going to hurt him, but that's still money that he's not getting paid.
Mhm.
It's income he's not getting.
Correct.
So people right now are just kind of digging and trying to find ways to pad their pockets off his pain. And it's just wrong. Y'all let that man live.
Like, we know he did the stupid thing. He was
Mhm.
being a young person doing stupid stuff. And like, I've thought about it more since we got away from it. Everybody, oh, he got money. But guess what? He probably has been patted on the back for like being this great basketball stud, because his dad was a really good basketball player. He was hearing all those things. You get money. And honestly, if we were in a position to even have money, we do dumb stuff. Now, would I wave a gun? No, I'm not. But we've done dumb ass shit.
I don't know. You give me millions, I might be in the streets like Yosemite Sam, just popping them shit. Can't do nothing to me. Bail myself out.
I'm just saying, like, it's stupid because I know people have told him what not to do. And I know, like, right before that, you were just in trouble for stuff, dealing with a gun. Now, that is where he lost me. But
That's my thing,
before
yeah.
that, you see it. You see it with people. You see what people close to you. Like, some people are just wired differently.
It's the repeated shit that kind of pisses you off. Like,
Exactly.
you make mistakes, but when you keep doing the dumb shit over and over and over again, and it's like in the same family of dumb shit.
Exactly.
That's what makes everybody around you pissed off. That's what makes everybody mad at you. If you didn't learn from the last time. You didn't learn anything, and eventually it's going to completely take you down. So, and it's not like we're disappointed to the point where we don't think you deserve anything. It's just like we're watching you, and there are people looking up to you, and you're letting those people down.
Yeah, for real.
You know. So, like I said, if I was an athlete, practice, home, game, home.
My
That's
thing is,
it.
I'm just gonna have dope tech and things at home, like friends. Like hell, the perfect way y'all be over to like, hey, bring your family, we gonna chill. You know, I would have like a community type thing just to keep me out of the street because the streets be calling. I get it,
Yeah. I mean,
especially when you're young.
I would leech off you, but I wouldn't make you do nothing stupid.
At least he told the truth, Nick.
Yeah.
You know, I got these student loans, man.
Oh yeah, student loans. That ain't nothing. That'll be a drop in the bucket.
Well, now we know. When you win the lottery, I'm coming to you to pay my student.
Oh my god, shit! I still got my federal out there, but I don't know why I didn't pay it at the same time. Just so I said, fuck it. I only have $51 for my private student loans, and I'm done with them hoes.
Damn.
$51. I just got to pay $51,
Nice.
and I'm done. Thank God.
Yeah, Nick, where you at with that? Lawyer.
You an asshole.
Like, you ain't never gonna get done.
You ain't shit. Oh, he ain't shit.
I'm fucking with you, Nick. Oh man, but yeah, yeah. If you got kids, bringing them up playing sports, man, you got to teach them how to get better circles, and that's probably what all it ended up being. He just was around a bad circle of people.
Speaking of that, do you want to talk about that topic? Because I want Rich to come in here to talk about his topic. The topic I put there, that kind of would segue into it.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh, I thought we were segueing.
Why do young people want to participate?
Yeah,
that life. Yeah, let's talk about it. He'll come in the middle of it.
I was gonna ask y'all
because I just give up on mobile.
Yeah, for real. Ask y'all. Actually, it's two things, but I can break it up and ask.
It is a one before you start. Is a what's going to happen first? Mobile jumps in or Brian Washington?
Mobile jumps in.
I've seen almost all the Insecure. The scene that y'all posted, I saw that.
But that was like season. 2 seasons before that.
Yeah, I just hadn't seen the.
That's when she was sleeping on that dude's couch, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
I have another question, but I'm gonna ask this one first. So, like, Nick, I know you have. Actually, no. I'll ask this. So, my guess, I would probably be able to guess. Did you guys ever want to be part of that crowd that just did what we say hood rat shit, or just try to be faking the funk, try to be, I hate to say gangster because that's a corny ass word, but try to be street when you know you weren't, because none of y'all like give me that facade of street. So
you don't know my life.
Like, has it ever you wanted to be that way, and did you ever have a moment where you faked it when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't have thought that. Okay.
I stuck my toe in that life, and it was a lot. And you know, it was like, I don't want to do all this shit all the time. I don't want to have to be in trouble all the time. I want to meet new people. I don't want to have to worry about if they in a gang too. Like, it was a lot of work.
Okay.
So I slowly just separated myself from the people that were in that and were trying to do that. You know, it's a blessing that a lot of them are still around and they made better decisions later on in life. But you know, we all were headed in the wrong direction at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I tell y'all the time I had a gun for a day, like that shit was, it was just one of those situations where you find yourself in the wrong place with the wrong people, but nobody's there to tell you that you're there. So you make those mistakes. Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Man, I always knew I was never about that. I was never going to fake it. Now, I mean, some people used to think sometimes I was in the face. I mean, Izzo knew I had a grill in college, but it wasn't like I was trying to act.
But I feel you were never trying to act that way. But it was a Southern thing, though. Like that is a Southern thing. That is a Southern thing / like New York thing.
Yeah,
it's just down here. Shit, people still are getting grills to this day.
Yeah,
it's popular still.
But as far as anything else, no. I knew who I was. I know what I am. I knew what I was not, and I was not going to I had friends that were around that to some degree,
absolutely.
but
we
as
all
far as
have.
me,
Yeah.
nah.
We all have.
All right, Izzo, tell us about your gangbanging late days.
We're not gonna talk about my porn.
Gangbanging. What?
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Overshare. No, that never happened for anybody who's listening. I actually never had that moment. I knew a lot of people, especially like in high school. It was a lot of people I was around were into that stuff, in gang, stuff like that. And I had been around, but if I'm uncomfortable with a setting where I know like it's wrong, I'm not gonna do it. I've always been that person. I've always been strong, and this ain't no like humble brag, but I've always been strong-minded enough not to do that dumb shit because I always saw it as dumb shit. And I'm like, for one, I always like, I don't want to be a statistic. That's the way I live life. I don't want to be that black guy who is stereotypical of what America thinks we are. So I never was in it. Am I into hood rat things? Yes, why not? But I never wanted to live that life of being a thug. And I'm like, thugs don't enunciate and know how to conjugate in French. So no, that was not me. So I knew that wasn't me and was good at calculus. So no, I know I couldn't be one. So why even try? I knew I was a nerd. I was a nerd who like people like everybody knew me, but didn't really know me. So it's like, why even try? So like that.
Like that thug ass nigga over there speaking French and shit.
Like,
say pop, pop, pop.
You remember those days when we were afraid to be smart? Like, I remember, legit forgot for senior assembly to wear my cords and stuff. No, I wore my cords there. I didn't wear it to graduation. So, you know, back then people didn't play smart or whatever. And I remember going to senior assembly and I had all these cords and stuff. And they were like, where'd you get those from? I'm like, I got these because, you know, I had good grades and was in. I was like, I didn't know that. And I'm like, y'all niggas trying to damn be cool. Like, bruh, like what? Being stupid ain't cool, bruh. Nope. Like, I just didn't promote it, but like, yeah, I've been smart all my life. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought differently than some people to where I associate with people like y'all who think differently and are smart.
Yeah. So what is the draw now for kids? Because I mean, to be honest with you, you used to say you had the drip.
I did. I had all that stuff. People were shocked. I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't say nothing and you were trying to be dumb.
Well, my bracket is more white than orange.
Huh? God,
Rob comes in with the fire every time.
It is amazing.
I ain't talked to Rob. Oh yeah, I've talked to you in the chat, but how you doing, Rob, man? What's good with
you? Yeah. Well, what do you think the draw is? Like, what is attractive about this whole thing that has kids still doing the same shit that we were doing? And I don't think the kids really have to. Not that they had to do it. It's younger, but like they really don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, because like as the generations go, we're gonna speak about black people because we black,
right?
To where honestly, for most of us, it's like, you know, normally it gets better for us. So it's like, why do you want to do that? And you have both of your parents, and you stayed in a cul-de-sac with a HOA. Why are you thugging, my nigga? Why are you thugging?
Yeah, exactly. Nah, Sosa's taking the night off. He'll be back next week though. We're supposed to have. Never mind. I'm gonna leave Mobile alone. But I think Rich is popping in at some point. We're gonna keep checking in back with him. But yeah, I mean, like we said, there's so many other ways. Like when we were younger, there weren't a lot of outlets to make money.
No.
And everything costs money. We know that. And, you know, television and rap was making
money don't make no money.
Jewelry and sneakers look really, really, really good. And we wanted those things, but we didn't have any other way to make money. Now you have all these outlets. You got the internet. You got these programs. You got this other stuff to help you do things and get money or get the things that you want without having to do anything illegal or stupid. So I don't understand why people are still doing it. And and somebody will be playing a symbol and say, "Oh, well, it's fast and easy." Shit, so is, you know, online marketing. So
But
what do
online
y'all
marketing,
think the
it
draw
ain't
is?
cool. It's, I mean, honestly, I think you still takes one person to find somebody that's impressionable, and they'll
Mhm.
keep it going. I think.
Mhm.
I think it's just that. Honestly, you still got young enough where they can just be manipulated or molded to follow along with that. They still might see the flashiness or whatever and go along with that, or see the person's got the girls with them. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, I really don't think it's changed from what it was when we were that age.
It hasn't. It's just the
It's the same
music's
thing.
changed, but it's a lot
Yeah.
of the same concepts. People think music, and I'm like, nigga, we listen to the same type in theory. It
Mhm.
hasn't changed as much as people think. We might not like it, but it's really not much different. It's just
Mhm.
what they're into now. Like it's not
Exactly.
much different. And actually, they talk about killing people. We listen to music that kill people. They talked about drugs, might just be different drugs now. It's not as different as what people think.
No,
It's really not.
no, the hip hop is just trash now. But
Yeah, like the music just
Yeah.
not. It's just not of anything. I understand, and it's not even about the content. To me, it's about the melody and stuff. Like it just doesn't have that hit. Like if you go to a club, like can you really dance to it?
Mhm.
Can you really like listen to it in the car like it's really bumping? To where I honestly just see people play it on the gram type shit. Like it's just
Mhm.
not.
Right.
But that's a story for a different day.
Well, no, we can break off into this because I was talking to a young guy the other day about music, and I don't know if y'all were around or what was going on, but we were talking about it. I was like, "This music is bad. I don't like it," and they were just like, "Brian, you're old." And they said, I don't mean it as being negative or malicious. It's like this is not the hip hop you grew up with. This is not what you're used to listening to. It's not what you had playing in the background while you're doing everything that you were doing when you were younger. So it's not going to touch you. Said you're an older person. It's not.
I get that as well.
Mhm.
But I think we are still different than our parents. So how old am I? I'm 40 years old. My mom had me at 26. So when I was like 13, 14, so she would have been my age when I first entered high school, right? So my mom wouldn't have dipped back and listened to the music I was listening to. And a lot of us at least listen to people who are current and can still appreciate it, you know, to
Mhm.
where I think we're a generation have a little bit more appreciation of the current music than like our parents did. But not to say it's few and far in between, but it's a lot of music. I just think sonically it just doesn't sound good.
Mhm.
Sonically, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound good. I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
there's people I
And
like. Most people in Dreamville I love, most people in TDE I love, and a lot of few people in between. RIP Mac Miller, like I love Mac Miller, but like a lot of things in between is just
I feel like you gotta work harder to find those that you like.
yeah.
It's not as
It
easily
just doesn't fall in
accessible.
your lap the way it did, like for their generation, like our parents, to like even right before us, our prime of generation of music to not to even 10, 15 years ago. Like it's harder.
Well, it was hard for our parents, and I don't think our parents listened to our music
Slums out
because
there with
there
ghetto
was
lifestyles.
such a yeah. We're gonna address her topic in a second,
Oh
but
yeah, I'd
because
love to. Yeah, I
there
want
was such a dramatic change.
yeah.
Like there wasn't a gradual change from like doo-wop and the old rhythm and blues up to what we listen to. Like it just stopped what they were doing and then started what we listening to, what we listen to. So with us, it's easier for us to kind of do a transition or a deep dive into what people are listening to now because it's still hip hop. You know, it's not a dramatic thing. It's not like they went from what we were listening to opera. You know, so I
Yeah.
Yeah.
think it's just easier for us to do that. But go ahead and if you wanted to address just Shane's cop
Can you put
comment.
it up? Can you put
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
comment up?
Yeah. Here, I'll read it.
All right.
So Just Shan says, but there are real slums out there where kids aren't seeing all of those outlets.
Mm-hmm.
There are kids out there whose parents are drugged out and
That's
they
true.
don't feel like they have these choices.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not necessarily knocking them, and I can say I'm not really addressing them. It was kind of piggybacking off of the Ja thing. While we have people that we even know who are from Sumter in the same place as Ja is from, and pretty familiar with him and his dad, to where we know those
Mhm.
people don't come from that. And this is why we said the topic like that, like for kids that aren't. I'm actually not mad at those people who make those choices because they have to. A lot of people's like, well, they don't have to.
Right.
I'm like, well, how can they eat? How can they have food on their back? Like, not food, clothes on their back. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, there's a desperation where people have to make these moves. When people don't have that desperation, I go, why do they make those moves just to be cool? I never understood that.
Right. I think that's
because I saw people in better circumstances than me that made those moves, and I never made those moves, and I came out okay. Like, why did you make that move?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you were asking, like when we were younger, did we make those choices? Like I had two friends that you would have sworn came from absolutely nothing, and one did. You know, we go visit him, and the house was in disarray, and it was like an apartment with, it was the Section 8 apartments and all that stuff like that, and he didn't have a choice because his mom was, doing whatever. But then we go to our other friend's house, and it was this beautiful neighborhood with it looked like the sun always shined in this neighborhood. And there were basketball goals outside at the end of the driveway, and two-parent households, and some people walking frou shishi dogs and everything. I'm like, how
shishi, nigga, you can't.
You know what I'm talking about?
That. What the fuck does that mean?
The little pocket poodle shits.
Oh,
I'm like, why are you choosing? Why are you choosing this life when your life looks like this and you don't have to do that? And we know for a fact you don't have to because we talk to your parents. So most of the time, it's like half of the time, it's just a choice. I want to live this life so I can fit in, or I can hang with the people that I want to hang out with, or something silly, something not even tangible. Because some people do have a choice not to do that, but like you said, others don't.
I agree with that. I mean, yeah, we're not knocking if you have no choice, that's one thing. But it's like those that are perpetrating, like we know where you're from. Why you acting like this? You just want to be this facade. That's not who you are.
You've seen the end, and a lot of them have seen like where it gets you, and they still don't care. And it's kind of like, is it like a nature versus nurture thing? I hate the sound. It sounds cliche, but is it like it's just in that motherfucker to be that way? Because it feel like the nurture should have got you to go, hey, man, you see this around you. You ain't got to do that, player. You ain't got to do that.
Let's see. She says one reason is that kids are really harsh.
Yeah, that is a valid point. That the further you get away from it, I do forget. I'd have forgot about that part. That is actually valid.
We've said it before, and we said over and over again. I could not imagine being a kid in high school or middle school right now with with the type of now we had peer pressure, but once you got off the bus, it was over. You went in the house, and
that is true. Everything is turned off. There's no social media.
There's no video.
The most you would have to call somebody. For me, what was it? Here's how it would work. Had to call somebody. You'd had to see them at the mall. Or at like the skating rink or like Walmart or something. Other than that, these people really didn't exist outside your life unless you lived in the same neighborhoods as them. Because your parent wasn't taking you all over the place like that.
Yeah, you were kind of shocked to see people outside of schools. Like,
that
hey,
exactly.
You exist outside of school.
That is true. That is
but
very
now
true.
These people, they're the essence or whatever of these people follow you in your home. They follow you around town because you got your phone on you all the time. So it's just this constant barrage of that person or those people always looking at you. And when you try to avoid doing anything on social media, all of a sudden you're just a weird kid with no Facebook, not Facebook, because I know you guys don't use Facebook anymore. With no TikTok. But yeah, it's all about fitting in, and it's hard. I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine. I applaud these kids.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't do anything. I'd be afraid to do anything or get caught slipping.
Yeah. Imagine you done fell in the courtyard at middle school or high school. You done spilled some food on yourself, some milk. That shit was over after it dried up.
Yep.
Well, now you got the talented kids making beats out of it.
That's a valid
point. I'm wet. Ooh, I'm wet.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's real shit.
Yeah. Damn.
Your shit lives forever.
Exactly.
Like the actually stuff that ain't even that embarrassing, but yeah, you're right. Some shit has lived forever. That is hilarious.
So yeah, it's hard. Sorry, kids. You guys are rock stars. And I hope
God
your
bless
parents are
you.
telling
I
you
ain't
too.
got none of yous, but God bless yous who do.
You
God
ain't
bless
none of
you, Nick.
mine.
God bless you, Nick. God bless you.
Yeah. So Nick, what's the plan though? I mean, do y'all think about like homeschooling to keep them out of that? And you don't have to tell me your personal business, but like, is that like an option? Like, I want to keep them away from it, so I'm just going to homeschool them.
No, the homeschool's never really been an option. At least
I
not
want my
now.
kids, if I ever have them, I want to be around people. Fuck that.
Yeah, because I mean, you still want to have that social interaction. Because I mean, you don't want them to be so sheltered, then to the point where they're out in college, or whatever. Then they just have a culture shock because they don't know anybody and
Or
don't know
they
how to
turn the
interact.
fuck up on a different level.
That's true too.
Yeah.
At homeschool, absolutely plus social activities. But real quick, Jasmine Jean, do you in that situation, do you link with other people who like the kids are in public or private? Like what kind of network are we forming to do that? Because for me, I'm being honest with you, I ain't gonna be teaching them at home. They going to school.
Yeah.
And I don't even have kids, so this is just hypothetical. It could change. I could feel different, but I remember the teasing and all that in school, but at the same time, like it never like bothered me that deeply. And like I really enjoyed like that interaction of being around so many different types of people, especially growing up on a military base and going to like District 2 and stuff like that, where it's very more multicultural. Like it helped me in life. I felt like if I was at home, I don't think I would have had that interaction with so many different people. That's just me. That doesn't work for everybody. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone else teaches my kids.
Oh gosh, Rob.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I get frustrated. That's for one thing I don't want to teach my kids. I'm like, nigga, read it. I just told you what it was. I can see me. I can see me.
You can't call your kids.
I know me.
I always think about
I
what was
know
the name
me.
of that movie where the mom kept calling her son nigga. Oh shit! It was
Okay. We're gonna get some croissants in France.
Maybe I can travel and learn, see all kinds of cultures. I got you, nigga.
Again, I don't
What was the
know.
name
There's
of that
nothing
movie?
wrong with it with homeschooling. I just think it's a
Antoine.
personal choice.
What was it, Antoine Fisher? Y'all never watched Antoine Fisher?
Yeah, I've seen it.
No,
I
haven't.
probably have it on DVD somewhere. I
Yeah.
put my DVDs in a box. They're somewhere around here.
Nigga, I'm still
That's
here.
where I
I'm
got
still
it
strong.
from.
That's where you
forgot
got
that.
it.
I forgot that is where I got it from.
Oh my god! But I mean, I guess that's a lot of people found out that they could actually teach their kids at home during the pandemic because most of us didn't have an option, a chance. So
That makes sense.
they kept their kids out. Some people did find out their kids developed better when they didn't have all those pressures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and let's be honest, like we said it before, there's a lot more pressures than there were when we were in school.
That's a valid point.
So you do stand a chance of your kid taking a left turn by having them in school. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak
even thinking about the drug thing, like our drug, like peer pressures was weed and alcohol. For most. I know if you're of the other shade, like I heard it was more. I knew it was, but in our circles, there wasn't more than that. To where it's like people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, man, in the grand scheme of things, if that's all you got to worry about, your kid will be okay. What's good, Rich?
My hypothetical kids would have been bartenders.
Wow. Shit. That sounds great. Fetch me my bourbon, boy.
Exactly.
My gin and juice. That is Nick.
Exactly.
Is Rich with us? Or is that a video?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He'll be back after these messages.
Always there when you call.
Yeah, so it's
just
time. Okay. I think he's moving now. Let's try it again.
That's all I'm gonna say. Ashanti.
Hey, Rich.
Or not.
He's
Now,
moving.
It's a black screen on my side, son.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Rich, man, you out there with that satellite internet, that huge net?
Celeron. I got him.
Goddamn
Oh,
tablet
man.
processor in that laptop.
So her hypothetical kids would have been bartenders. She does better than food.
Rob stupid. Fuck us on Rob.
Yeah.
Wait, how did it drop more points because Rich left? That doesn't make any sense.
Man.
What did he take with him?
Damn, Rob.
Shows what our people think about us, damn it.
I mean,
Yeah,
dang,
man.
you could knock me and Brian, but damn, like Nick's a lawyer for goodness
Nick's a
sake.
lawyer.
He keeps us higher, you know.
Damn.
Rich the project manager. Like, come on, man.
I read a
No
book.
respect. God damn it.
Smart, goddammit. I'm just playing. What's my looks?
I'm
go? I'm done.
I'm smart.
He chases
Actually,
animals.
I don't, Rob. I'm on the other side.
You caused the accidents. A book. Yeah, a book.
Damn.
Damn it. It had to be the best one. I read a couple. I had to. But then on the other hand, I do think a lot of people find that they didn't like their kids when they had to stay home. And those are the people that were really, really complaining that they had homeschooling. You found out your kids were little shits.
Rob was dumb.
But all right.
We wanted Rich to come in because Rich had a good topic, but
He'll
yeah.
be back. He's probably restarting the cellar run. Got to get the bird back on the wheel.
Rich gonna light you up.
I never get to talk shit about Rich's computer. This time is not my fault.
Rich would be a hell of a comedian to like roast the crowd. Like he would make that person have like self introspection. Like, yo, am my life fucked up?
Brian's book first line, my beard is multicolored. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Brian's like, that ain't no problem.
Ain't no
Shannon
problem.
Sharp, yeah.
Ain't no problem. Why did he say that?
I don't know. I remember when this gray shit started happening, it was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then it's just like slowly.
I thought you said you had wanted gray when you saw mine, and I'm like, I really don't care either way.
I don't care about your beard, nigga.
I'm giving you props, nigga. God damn.
The comments said about Brian do not reflect the company
Golly.
podcast.
And I just gave you props the other day. I said, Brian's my ride or die. I said, Brian, when we were talking about the job thing, I said, Brian
This is
keeps
true.
me from doing dumb shit.
Yeah, because that shit falls back on me.
I said, because
because
I only want to fight, and Brian saves me.
But see, that should be a deterrent too. If you're hanging around somebody and they're doing something stupid, it's gonna blow back. And I'm not saying Izzo, that's why I stopped you from whooping that boy ass. But a lot of times, those things are the decisions that people make that you're with is gonna blow back on you. Like you go out to a bar, to a club, or whatever, you're going out to have fun and go home. Not for that dude to get in a fight and you have to jump in the middle and for y'all to end up in jail at the end of the night.
Why? Let's see, but I'm a hothead. I didn't realize I was a hothead until I got older. I was like, I'm the calm one. I don't get into fights. And then I realized I was a hothead about late college.
I
thought I was different, but nope, I'm a nigga.
Nope, you are just like the rest of them.
I know. But that's why I said I try not to be. I normally have bring it down. Yeah, we got stories. Remember Tin Roof?
Yeah. That was a low point.
How was that a low point?
Damn,
that was hilarious.
Nah.
Hey, Rich.
What up, man? Sorry about that.
Hey.
My computer was being a Celeron for a little bit.
See, he took the joke, put it back on him, self-deprecation, so it doesn't work anymore, Brian.
God damn it. Well, I said it before he said it, so it's cool.
Remember how Eminem took all the shit that he said to him, took it back? That's what Rich
He just called you Clarence.
had good parents.
All right, so now we can attack Rich topic.
Man, fuck you, Rob.
Fuck you, Rob.
Rob just treated us like we stupid.
God damn it, Rob.
We was just sitting here beating our chest without you, Rich.
So
what thing is Rob said it goes up 20 points when you come in, but then it drops 25 when you leave. We were like, what Rich take with him?
It ain't right. right.
But we wanted to hear your topic so we could think of these.
All right, which one was it?
The because we're saving the top 8 thing. We're saving that till the next show when Sosa's in here to give people time to make their list. So
that's the top 8 albums, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So remind me what my topic was. I just want to make sure that I'm thinking.
Oh, you don't have it up. I got it up.
I don't have it up.
Great album closing tracks.
Okay. So I'm thinking like, is there ever an album where the last track is probably like, for example, Purple Rain, right? That is the last song on that album.
Oh shit, that's a crescendo.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to think, is there anything that like stands out to you as like this work? Like if you look at the entire project, that was like the best way you could end that album.
Google's crescendo. Because
shut the fuck up.
I lost points in my
IQ. Rob, I don't bring any IQ points to this game. Huh? What I'm about to say. You know what? The last track I really like, but it ain't really even a song. It's the last track of B when Common's dad names all that stuff. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
I really like that last track, but it's not really a song. But that comes to my mind. But I have to think about more. Like I love that at the end of that album.
What's going on, Mr. De Pasquale?
I don't see him. Or you just see him on your side. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like Rich, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
What are some last tracks?
So another one, Public Enemy, Fight the Power.
That's a last track?
That is the final track of that album.
Really?
That was smart. That was smart. I think Brilliance is like making an album.
Wait, what's the name of the album? It Takes a Nation? No. It Takes a Nation is the first one, right?
What is the name of that album? Fear of a Black Planet.
Fear of a Black Planet. It Takes a Nation is the first one, 86, 87. Yeah. Got you.
Now you got me thinking.
Like, I think that should.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, because there is so the album by The Strokes, the last album that they did, so it's weird because I really like the first track, but then also love the final track. The first track was The Adults Are Talking, which that song is basically about how like the difference between generations, and like as you age up, the previous generations kind of telling you what you should do, but you're like, yeah, we're not playing the same game anymore, is essentially what the song's about. But then the final track on that album is called Ode to the Mets. And like, to me personally, like that, the essence of that album, of that track, is pretty much how life does its thing, and it's setting you up for disappointment.
Okay.
But it's like, but understanding that is that's par for the course. Like nothing can ever be perfect. You could still love it, but it ain't always going to be perfect. Which is also funny because they're a New York band and they call themselves, they named the track after the sports team. Because they're just like, we love them to death, but they're a constant disappointment.
The Mets. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Now I gotta look.
That's what I'm looking at, because I know there are a couple albums that I listen to front to back, like Goody Mob Soul Food,
right?
AT Aliens, front to back. So I'm looking for the last song, Two Dope Boys in the Cadillac. That was
I love that song.
Yeah. But yeah, Jazzy Bell. Yeah, all those. And then Goody Mob had a song.
Oh shit.
What?
The Chronic. Bitches Ain't Shit is the last track on that. I was like, wait a minute, there's something. Bitches
See?
Shit. That is a classic.
See?
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. This is just proverbial bitches. But But that
He said
song,
proverbial bitches. God damn. It's a proverbial bitches.
Not real ones, just the ones in the
no,
ether.
because at that 93, I'd have been all of 10. No, in a 92, I'd have been 9, about to be 10. I didn't know nothing about no bitches. So that is crazy. Now I'm just looking like my favorite albums, like what?
See, you know,
last
but
track
it's
is.
like, you know how, but that it's kind of like, the end of the race and having a really strong finish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you
Because that
put
doesn't happen that much.
right, and and it made me think because I was actually heard that song because what did YouTube Music will like play all, like it'll say the songs that you played over the year or whatever, and I was going through my rewind, and then I remembered that one, the Ode to the Mets. I remembered that one track because I remember listening to that album front to back, and I was like, yo, I love the first track, and I liked all the stuff in between, but then I really love the end track because it put everything together. So that's what made me think of that topic, because it's like, how often does that happen where you're like, you remember the final track kind of just being like, all right.
Yeah, well, I think it's smart I think it's smart for artists to like put out the last track as the single. That would be genius, but it doesn't happen. Anyway, go ahead.
It doesn't happen too often.
No, what Shan said. I know male bitches now. I just didn't want you to think I was calling women that. That's really what I was trying to say. I gotta take a
I thought you was about. Oh, you was just agreeing with Shan. I thought you had a point. Thing you was about.
Oh no! I'm still looking for more songs. Listen to y'all talk.
Well, Izzo, I don't know. Do you remember or listen much to T.I.'s Urban Legend album? Do you remember that one much? So we're going to Rich's topic. It kind of reminds me of that one in particular, for me at least. Because it starts off with "I'm a King," but it ends with "My Life" with Daz. And if you listen to that song, it kind of has like a vibe of like the end of a movie. The vibe of that song, like it's just fade down to the sunset. So if you go back and listen to that song, it's a real laid back vibe, like you just drive off on the sunset. And it's like, I gotta go back about that, because when I saw Rich's topic, I thought about that album and that song in particular. As far as I don't really remember too many end songs or albums too much, but that one stands out. So if you go back and listen to "My Life" with Daz, I think that would, for me,
it just made me look at trap music. Yeah, "Long Live the Game" is not a song that lives like that. I couldn't remember what the last song was.
But yeah, but the next one, Urban Legend. That would be my, off the top of my head, thinking of an example when I saw Rich's list. Because it is kind of hard, because there's not too many albums off the top of my head. Thinking of
because
where it ends. Like I think of Nas, "Ain't It Hard to Tell."
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, that's another one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because see, I thought for Blueprint, I thought Renegade was Blueprint, but Renegade is the second to last track on Blueprint.
That is correct.
So it's not that.
The last track is
I forgot what it's called.
But matter of fact, the last track is true. Isn't it like the Girls remix after it takes a long break, right?
Bonus track.
Yes. It was like
because remember,
it
was on a CD for people listening. It takes that pause. It's what they call the hidden track, and then it plays. I'm not a one girl guy, you know it. And that the remix, right? That plays last.
Yeah,
I played that CD so fucking much.
Same here,
So I love that remix, by the way. Now I'm thinking,
I did not like the original one at all.
It's few and far between because
I love
how many albums can you listen to without hitting that point in the album where it's like, I'm gonna skip these next 4 or 5 songs. So that last track is for all the albums that word for word, is very few that you know the last song or know the words to the last song because you don't Yeah, because not all of us had the shuffle option on our CD players back in the day.
Real quick, I gotta figure it out. For a long time, the Roots album, it came out after I left college. This is kind of how I remember the Roots songs. Like, is it Rise of Game Theory? I thought the last track. Oh, the last track is Can't Stop This. Yeah, this is actually mine. Can't Stop This, where they use the Dilla beat. That one. That is actually one of mine too. I can't play it long because I know how it goes on the internet. But that is my one of my favorite last tracks because that was one of Dilla's beats off of Donuts album that they actually got to use on their on that album Game Theory is the last song. I thought that was really dope because that they wanted it. That whole album is mostly a tribute to Dilla on that because that was right after he died. So I thought that was a really dope last track. Because I didn't realize till years later that was a Dilla beat because I partially listened to his beat albums, but I didn't. And then I said, "Oh shit, that is a Dilla beat." I didn't connect the two.
Man, I can't think of anything else. That's.
And guys, feel free because people saying stuff. Feel free if you you know any. But shit, man, anything stop purple? What's the last track on Thriller or Off the Wall?
Shoot,
that's what I was trying to think. I was trying to think of Thriller.
I love Off the Wall. Track? I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's a top 10 album for me. People say top 5. Oh, it fluctuates. It's in there. Thriller, sorry guys, not my top 10.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of so it's
you hate America,
album, but I don't know the album in order.
No, I'm just not the hugest Michael Jackson fan. That's all. I appreciate him.
Michael Jackson, what the fuck, man? Fucking dare you, man.
All right, Fox News person.
I think. The
last track for Thriller
is.
I'll look at Thriller. The last track for Thriller is "Lady in My Life."
Oh shit!
Ooh,
nigga, that's good. That's good,
right?
Fair, I love that.
I didn't even think it was that. I thought it was something. Song. I thought it was something else, but
love that song.
Okay,
I'm about to say shit. LL had to sample it.
Yes, he did.
What about
now you gotta be thinking what it is for Off the Wall though.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
I was about to look.
Oh, this was a 2 side. Okay, Burn This Disco Out.
Yeah, nah.
I like that song, but
yeah, that's
because you can throw. Because my thing is,
is that it?
Nah, I like that song, but no.
Yeah, not as a closer.
Yeah. Real quick.
Boom.
Michael Jackson was really good. I don't know, not Michael Jackson. Quincy Jones, I don't know who chose it. They didn't go all in on disco, and they could have, which would have made Michael's career not be as good as it was. And the fact that they did not go all in on disco and kind of dabbled and then still use a lot of R&B saved his ass. Because if they went all on disco, they would have dismissed the fuck out of Michael for a while.
There you go, Izzo. I'm sure
it wasn't good on Thriller.
Thriller.
I don't like that song at all.
I like that song.
Oh my god.
I don't like Thriller. The song
Thriller. I hate it. What? I don't like it.
I'm with Izzo on that
one.
I love the videos. I'll be honest. As a Mike fan,
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, as a Mike fan, I'll be honest. It's but when you listen to the rest of the album, it doesn't make a ton of sense.
That's my problem. I like cohesiveness.
But hey, again,
Hill, Pay Your Taxes.
Tell him is. I love that song.
Oh yeah, I like him. Yeah.
Ooh, tell him is the last song.
Tell him to pay your taxes.
Y'all ain't hear Nick. Nick said,
"Damn it, Nick."
Tell him to pay her taxes. Is what Nick said. Because she ain't paying them.
No, she's not.
Rohan did not pay those taxes for her.
God damn it. Anyway.
But if you think about it, though, Thriller was practically the entire album was a single.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
You know what? Other album that now I'm gonna look it up. Another album that were all singles. Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation.
Ooh,
yeah, that's a good one.
That is all singles, bro. Just so we can reminisce. So we're gonna say Rhythm Nation, State of the World. Knowledge I don't know. Miss You Much. Love Will Never Do. Yeah. Living in a World. All Right. I know All Right. Escapade. Black Cat. Lonely. All Come Back to Me. Some Days Tonight. Someday. Okay, so her last track isn't that, but she had 6-7 singles off that album.
Good gracious.
Yeah, I remember Black Cat. I don't know why I remember Black Cat so vividly.
I did. Yep, same here.
Because she was wearing those tight ass black jeans. I was a creep at 6 years old.
All right, so I got a list of 15 albums with the most singles.
Beyonce.
Okay. So we
Look
got
at Beyonce.
Adrenalize, Def Leppard. Paramania, Def Leppard had 7 singles.
I don't know nothing about
Hysteria, Def Leppard had 7 singles. Damn, it was just
What's up with Def Leppard?
exactly. Teenage Dream, Katy Perry had 7 singles. Control had 7 singles. Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen had 7 singles. Thriller, 7 singles.
Real quick, Lemonade's last track is Formation, so that's actually pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty epic. Go ahead, Brian.
The Woman in Me, Shania Twain, 8 singles. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, 8 singles.
Like, hold on a second. Does it say what songs were the singles on that album? On the Phil Collins album?
Yeah.
Or just says the number of singles?
No, it has Through These Walls, You Can't Hurry Love, I Don't Care No More, Don't Let Him Steal Your Heart Away, Why Can't It Wait Till Morning, I Cannot Believe It's True, You Don't Matter to Me, and Like China.
Okay. I mean, Can't Hurry Love is a remake, so I mean, I remember seeing that one or hearing it a lot when he did a video for that song.
Number 5, Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation had 8 singles.
Right. Well, yeah.
Damn, Miss You, Rhythm Nation, Escapade, All Right.
Because it's like I felt like it was 2 or 3 years. I swear I was seeing Janet Jackson videos.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I remember the Love Will Never Do had that African dude in it who became like the actor.
Janet Jackson, Janet had 8 singles.
Did it?
That was That's the Way Love Go, If, Again, Because of Love, Anytime, Any Place. Woo!
Anytime, Any Place. I'm not going to comment on that song.
Now, and What'll I Do? Michael Jackson, Dangerous had 9 singles.
9? How?
Really?
I remember Dangerous, Jam, In the Closet, and wait, what other song?
Given to You, who is a
actually, like,
I do love this.
I like
Who Is It?
No,
it was Black and White.
Black
and White was number 1.
Okay.
Remember the Time, In the Closet, Jam, Who Is It? Heal the World, Give In to Me, like you said, Nick. Will You Be There, and Going Too Soon.
Will You Be There? Yeah.
Okay.
So now there's 2 or 3 songs I was like, really?
Gone Too Soon.
I don't like Gone Too Soon.
No, Will You Be There was Slash with Free Willy, but still.
No, it's not saying that. It's
was Gone Too Soon about the Ryan White dude? Wait, what was the one about the little young kid that died of AIDS? Was that the one about him?
Ben.
No. Ben in the 70s. Oh my!
Thank you, Rich.
I'm sorry. It was. You put it right there. I had to say it.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Ryan, you disappoint.
I said AIDS. Why you said Ben the rat died of cancer or AIDS? Okay, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was wrong.
No, like, remember? Do y'all remember the Ryan White kid? Like, I don't know if y'all remember that. It's a long time ago. I know Michael Jackson like did something for him. I didn't know if the Gone Too Soon was for him, or was that for who was that for? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know Gone Too Soon was then. I don't know why I thought it was like history time.
And he still got another album up here.
That just shows you I just wasn't in tune to Michael Jackson outside of that
was for Ryan White.
Okay, see, I remembered. I know shit. No,
I wasn't really a fan of that. Yeah,
top 2.
Mike got the top 2.
No. These are the top 2 I'm about to go through.
Oh, go
now.
ahead.
Number 2 is Bad. Michael Jackson.
All right, name those singles. What's the singles?
All right, the singles are
Bad.
I just can't, and I'm gonna tell you which one was number 1. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. That was a number 1.
I don't know this song.
Bad
really?
Was number 1.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Wait, I Just Can't Stop Loving You was number 1 off of that album?
Number 1. Yeah.
Yep.
It was a number 1, not the number 1, but it's a number 1.
Oh,
Bad was a number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
The Way You Make Me Feel was a number 1.
I do like that song.
Man in the Mirror was a number 1.
I'm tired of that song now.
Dirty Diana was a number 1.
But that song was gangster.
I guess.
It was.
My song there now.
It's a rock track, but it's like this whole
we're not going to disrespect Diana.
And then it was
Yes.
Another Part of Me, Smooth Criminal.
I
Leave
do
Me
like
Alone,
Another Part of Me.
and
Yeah.
Liberian Girl.
Liberian Girl, I do
Didn't
love
count-
that song.
Liberian
Didn't
Girl
count
sampled
Leave
a
Me
lot.
Alone, Brian.
Picture,
Leave Me
picture,
Alone was a
huh?
single. Leave Me Alone was a single.
Yeah, Leave Me Alone was a single. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It was
didn't-
up there.
That's one of my favorite Mike songs.
That's-
straight
I love
He's
the
saying
video.
you-
Leave Me Alone, the roller coaster shit.
He's
Yes.
just pretty much telling you F you. That's why I like the song. It's the F you
Right.
song.
Maybe that's why.
I do like
so
Leave
it's
Me
it's
Alone.
funny because it's
Liberian
like
Girl's
Angry
damn
Mike had more singles than like Happy Mike.
If I want to hear him yell and get angry.
Real quick, who was producing those songs? Was that still Quincy Jones at that point
Yeah.
on Bad?
I think he did.
I think so.
Because I was like, who let
You have to
on
look
that
on I am.
They
You
let
have to
him
look
cook
on.
on that album. Like they
Yeah.
really let him cook on that album.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yeah, I've noticed
Like
that.
he was on fire.
Yeah, I really noticed that.
Number one was Shania Twain, by the way. I don't think anybody really knows any of her songs.
No, Shania Twain was at 98, 99. Shania Twain was on fire. I ain't gonna lie. People
Yeah.
Shania
I
Twain was the
I retract
number one
mine.
artist for a year or two.
It was the Come On Over album in 97.
Over? Nah, that's not her. That's Britney Spears. No, that's not Britney Spears. That's Christina Aguilera. I'm sorry I watched TRL. Don't shame me.
Oh man. But yeah, those are yeah, Mike was cooking. I don't think nobody's gonna
Yeah,
do
man,
that.
I feel like a woman. Yeah, like Shania Twain songs were
Yeah.
fire.
Hmm. Okay.
You hating on
Joe,
Shania
look at Joe like, how do you know this shit?
You hating on Shania Twain, man.
But you know, Joe asked you earlier. He asked you earlier. He said, "How you know Phil Collins songs?"
I don't know Phil Collins songs. You were saying
I-
them. I don't know.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't me.
It was there was a time, man. That was
I was about to say I only know
You like what you like.
shit. What's the song name? You know it. Oh, Feel in the Air. That's the only song I know by Phil Collins, really. That I can think of.
And isn't that basically him randomly just ranting?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
The
what's
song's not
I
about
remember.
anything.
Yeah, it's not.
that song? Damn near started an '80s trend, and it's crazy. Like that song is a trend-setting ass song, is what people don't know.
It's on the B side. Oh, yep.
I remember
All right,
shit. One More Chance. The B side was the What with Method Man. That's why I said that album is perfection. That is one of my top 5 albums. Easily is Ready to Die.
Mm.
Matter of fact,
Biggie?
what's the last song on Ready to Die? Yeah. The
forgot.
B side was the What on One More Chance.
What was the last song on Ready to Die? It wasn't the one he was talking about. I'm sick of bitches calling. I'm sick of something. Matter of fact,
I'm
sick
about
of
to look.
talking.
Problem is they got all these remaster albums, so I don't know if they're on.
Yeah, you gotta find like the original.
Oh, it's just a remaster. Just Playing. Nah, it's not. But Who Shot You? Second to last. Yeah, if Who Shot You was last, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
He wins.
What's that?
For me.
Suicidal Thoughts.
Suicidal Thoughts. That's actually right before Who Shot You, so right before
Yeah.
the second to last.
Oh, look
track.
at it. Oh, that was Joseph and Tamika yelling that one out.
Oh
I
wow.
don't wanna die. Fucking I wanna go. to
Now I
hell.
could be wrong because you know how like they changed the damn things now to where
Mhm.
it's like, oh, this is updated, and I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah. This is the one where we mixed everything with Trippie Redd and Biggie. No, I'm good.
I'll fucking fight you. Wait, you're nobody till somebody kills you. Is that the true last song on Life After Death? You're nobody.
Oh, I'm still on Ready to Die.
I think
Yeah,
that
no.
Izzo, I think you're right for that.
Okay. Because I just know these remasters ain't always the same order, and they might add some shit, so I don't be
They'll
remembering.
add the demo version.
Yeah, because this one got Kick in the Door 2014 remastered as the last song for Life After Death.
Okay. Kick in the
listen.
Door. I love
I don't
that
think that's
song. That
correct.
song is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Had
I
to
know
do the
some
chef's
big,
kiss.
not Phil Collins and Britney Spears. See,
Hey, man.
Joseph's still coming at y'all. Joe's still
Hey,
coming
don't
at y'all.
bother me. Hey, I came home. I turned on MTV. I know.
Hey, man, you know,
songs.
like,
Sometimes
what do you
I
think
run.
about it? But let's be honest though. Like, if you think about how many, like, have you heard like the original song for these songs that these producers sample? You're like,
Mhm.
wait, how did you come across this?
Oh, did you see some of the stuff I put in the chat this week?
Yeah, man, like the song for "Come Through." with Styles P.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, why does this sound like something like from some Happy Gilmore type thing? And then you're like, wait, they did this with that?
Rest
No,
in peace to
did you
Bobby
see the one where I
Caldwell.
posted a video of that dude did that flip and fell on his back, and somebody flipped that to the song? I forgot who it was. Did you see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I came down and Like, that's why you can't get over shit when something happened now. But yeah, rest in peace to Bobby Caldwell, the man everybody thought was black until they actually Googled the nigga. He passed away.
Oh, he ascended to nigga status. Thank you.
He passed
Shout
away
out,
this week.
brother.
So shout out to Bobby
Yeah,
Caldwell.
that
He
actually
was
got a
big
lot of
part.
black people.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Wait a minute.
We were at work listening, like, dog, he had a lot more songs than you remember that we actually
Right.
always knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just like, what if, like, if he didn't exist, like, would Common be as popular as well? Because The Light really, I mean, of course, like, I used to love her as one of Common's most popular songs, but it actually got more popular later than, like, in 94. But The Light was the song that got Common, like, super popular and played on MTV and BET like that. So that's one of the things, man. You never know, like, something you make could, like, start something later.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. Anyway,
shout out
anybody
to
got any shotgun topics you want to get in before we get out?
I don't know. I just want to see what you got to say. Watch who you bank with, because your bank could disappear.
He's panicking. This is
If
one
not,
of those.
don't order $250,000, guys. If so,
Right.
it's a crapshoot.
Right.
That's all I got.
Okay.
And no, I won't say that comment.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for allowing us to keep you company this evening, and everybody who stayed, we appreciate y'all humoring us and participating in the conversation. We'll be back next Thursday at 10 o'clock. Yeah,
Don't
10
say
o'clock.
11.
No, yeah, it'll be 10 o'clock, of course. Sosa will be back with us. Rich gonna be here. Izzo, Nick, me. As far as I know, we'll all be here. So come on back, sit down for a while, and have a chit chat with us. Until then, we'll holler at you. Peace.